All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's happening, guys? It is Zero here bringing you all a live stream coming to you from ANML. Welcome, guys, to the show where we are going to be talking about everything in the world of GTA, and we're going to give you guys some insight into what it all means. We have had some really exciting things going on here, I would say, over the course of the last, I should say really this past weekend. We got a lot of really cool stuff that got announced at the Summer Game Fest. The Xbox Game Showcase had a couple of pretty cool things, but I'm really excited to be here with all of you for this live stream, talking GTA 6 specifically. I just want to make sure that everything's kind of up and running here for us guys real quick. Let me just double check here, make sure we're good to go. Perfect. Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about with all of you is GTA 6 did not make an appearance at Summer Game Fest or the Xbox Game Showcase. I think it's probably safe to say it was pretty obvious that we weren't going to get anything from the Xbox Game Showcase for GTA 6, but Summer Game Fest, some people were thinking we were going to see or hear about some information in relation to GTA 6 at the Summer Game Fest. And I think the reality is, guys, we are going to be hearing more about GTA 6 probably later on this year. Obviously, the game, comes out, at least as of right now, in May of 2026. And so they're definitely going to start ramping up the marketing as we go here. I would say we're probably going to start seeing the marketing really ramp up, though, near the end of the year, or I would say fall of this year is when we're probably going to be seeing a lot of information. They very well may be at the Game Awards, for example, which I believe runs in December, unless they change it this year. Maybe I kind of doubt they'll be at Gamescom, but who knows? I mean, there's definitely a possibility there. If Xbox decides to do a showcase in the fall, maybe. If PlayStation does a state of play in the fall, that's also a possibility. But I think it sounds like a lot of people were thinking we were going to just like that get, a bunch of information in regard to GTA 6 at the Summer Game Fest or the Xbox Game Showcase. And that's certainly not what happened. That being said, let's, there's a couple of things, though. I should say there's things that have been happening almost on a daily basis in regard to GTA 6 that I certainly want to talk about. And I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. So let's get into this. Let's see, where am I at here? Okay. Now, guys, there was a leak that apparently, there has been, it's interesting. There's a lot of leaks and speculation, rumors, rumblings of different things that are coming out about GTA 6. Well, there was a article that came out from IBT Times, the GTA 6 leak that changes everything. Prepare for a world beyond imagination. Some earlier leaked features like fully nude scenes are now said to be cut, which, that's definitely interesting. But let's talk about this. A recent leak has sent shockwaves through the gaming community, hinting at a future for Grand Theft Auto that transcends all previous expectations. Get ready to dive into what this monumental reveal means for the virtual world as we know it. While Rockstar Games tightly controls details about the eagerly awaited Grand Theft Auto 6, a fresh wave of unofficial leaks has surfaced online, sharing further insights into the game's mechanics, vast world and various content. So, where it says like they're hinting at a future for Grand Theft Auto that transcends all previous expectations, I think the expectations were already at an all-time high after the first trailer, and then the second trailer just kind of doubled down on the expectations for this game. And the amount of immense pressure that GTA 6 currently possesses, or I really should say Rockstar Games currently possesses, we have never seen pressure like this in, gaming history. And so they are under massive amounts of expectation, but also pressure. So while Rockstar Games tightly controls, I'm sorry, I already read that. If the leaked details are anything to go by, GTA 6 will boast over 700 accessible shops, fully working shopping centers, and a refined system for swapping between characters. Notably, Rockstar Games has confirmed the game's launch for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS on May 26th, 2026, though a computer release date has yet to be announced. So what's interesting here about this, some of these leaked details, GTA 6 will boast over 700 accessible shops, fully working shopping centers, and a refined system for swapping between characters. I think that a lot of us thought that there was, they have this Bonnie and Clyde situation going on between Lucia and Jason. And I think between, obviously swapping between characters, maybe they're going to be adding more characters to the fray within the story that you can swap between. That'll be really interesting. But man, the amount of accessibility is wild. And I mean, I definitely think that a lot of us could expect something like this from a Rockstar game, especially, coming off of GTA 5, coming off of Red Dead Redemption 2, and just a number of the titles that they do, the amount of detail and things of that nature. This makes total sense to me. Now, the rumor mill has been churning out all sorts of speculation surrounding the much-awaited GTA 5 successor, which has also been subject to many leaks. Multiple reports hint at exciting new gameplay elements, including the rumored return of a 6-star wanted level, which would be, I'd be totally down for something like that. If they decided to, go the route of a 6-star wanted wheel, I think that would be, that'd be cool. That'd be a neat little, throwback. And for the new people that are coming into playing GTA for the first time, I think a lot of people would enjoy that. Furthermore, online discussions among Grand Theft Auto enthusiasts point to the introduction of a relationship bar. This feature, previously glimpsed in 2022 footage, is reportedly still present and is said to function much like the honor system found in Red Dead Redemption 2. So I think that's really interesting, a relationship bar. Now, once again, guys, you got to take all of these like rumors, these leaks, the speculation with a pinch of salt. A lot of these things like the 6-star wanted wheel, a relationship bar, things of that nature, we got to kind of take it with a pinch of salt because these aren't things that are confirmed as of yet from Rockstar. Fresh elements include weight mechanics and underwater regions ready for exploration, packed with treasure and hidden details. The leak also suggests the scene from Trailer 2 showing Jason purchasing beer is actual gameplay, implying improved interaction with the environment, which is awesome. I think we all kind of guessed that, when you saw Trailer 2, the exploration is going to be at an all-time high with GTA 6. And I think it's going to be awesome that you're going to have treasure, hidden details like underwater, different weight mechanics. That's awesome. It looks like, depending on how much you work out in the game, your character will seem fit or not so fit, depending on, if you're working out and doing those things. But I think there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs. There will be a lot of things that we can take in that they may throw in there from, say, GTA 5. Some, because we already talked about how GTA 5, or I should say GTA 6's Trailer 2 shows what looks to be Michael's boat. and obviously Michael from GTA 5. And so there's a lot of question marks whether, it might not be his boat, but it might be. And so that could really give us some interesting Easter eggs as we go in GTA 6. A lot of things that they could, have hidden from previous GTA installments. The Greet and Antagonize system, a feature from Red Dead Redemption 2, is also rumored to be included. According to the Times of India, a key detail indicates a redesigned character selection wheel offering 3 choices: playing as solo Jason, solo Lucia, or a dual protagonist mode that permits simultaneous control of both characters for open world heists and particular missions. So that's pretty interesting. Redesigned character selection wheel. So, obviously it sounds like, having those 3 choices, guys, whether it's Jason, Lucia, dual protagonist mode, I think that's going to be really fascinating. What I'd love to see here is you have this Bonnie and Clyde situation, right? I'm wondering if they're going to have a co-op mode here where, say you can play as Jason, your friend can play as Lucia, or vice versa, or whatever. I think that would be really interesting to have a co-op campaign. I would love to see that here with GTA 6, but we'll have to wait and see. And I'll be sure to give you guys all that information as it comes. The revealed information suggests that Grand Theft Auto 6's map will not contain a panhandle, which goes against earlier predictions. However, the game will still offer a vast open world with Vice City as its central point and other areas drawing inspiration from Florida's varied scenery. Totally makes sense. Love it. Now, the major destinations, though, guys, looks like we've got obviously Vice City, Leonida Keys, Grass Rivers, Port Gellhorn, Ambrosia, and Mount Calaga. Those are like the major destinations, it seems like, at this point in time, and there may very well be more that comes and that comes to light as time goes. Even though a Disney World parody is reportedly missing, enthusiasts meticulously examine every detail from the current trailers and unverified information to fully understand Vice City and its neighboring locations, such as Ambrosia and Port Gellhorn. Among the rumored content details are the inclusion of male strippers, a claim that the driving experience has reached its pinnacle, and gore dismemberment mechanics developed using Red Dead Redemption 2 system. So that's going to be really interesting. The gore dismemberment mechanics, man, that's going to be kind of, that could be something really fascinating to take a look at. And then, guys, obviously, GTA and Rockstar, they are no strangers to controversy. This game is going to be riddled with so much controversy without question. However, some features previously rumored from earlier leaks, like fully nude sex scenes, listening to music when outside a vehicle, lying prone, and wielding 2 weapons at once, are now said to have been removed. The story is reportedly organized into 5 chapters, much like Red Dead Redemption 2. And, it's going to be interesting. I'm wondering if, once again, these are rumored leaks, right? And then obviously now they're being said to have been removed from the game. But I'm wondering, Rockstar, with their GTA titles, or really any of their titles, they don't really hold back. They're no stranger to controversy. They are no stranger to, kind of being put under a microscope of every little detail and nook and cranny of their games. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of those things are actually still in the game, that they were not actually removed. So this is interesting. There was a tweet on X that came out from GTA 6 Countdown. Malls and skyscrapers will have functional elevators, 5-story chapters. Obviously, we talked about the 6-star wanted level, weight gain, loss mechanic, relationship system, bar for Jason and Lucia, rectangular minimap with pink waypoints. And then, guys, this goes on and on and on. Character switch features, a new option to have Jason and Lucia meet and switch between them instantly while doing activities missions together. Limited weapons carrying but car trunk can be used to store weapons. Gore and dismemberment return from RDR2. Jason has Deadeye ability to slow down time and see weak points. Lucia has a similar ability, but weaker than Jason. Trailer 2 also only shows scenes from Chapter 1 to 3, as Chapter 4 and 5 are still unfinished. Underwater features, treasures, and secrets. Interaction system features, greet, antagonize, and NPCs react when they see you carrying a weapon. That's going to be, a lot of these guys are going to be really interesting. Driving described as best it's ever been. There's a mission where you shoot a shark with a spear gun. That's awesome. I love that. There's a mission where Lucia infiltrates a gang of bodybuilders. That will be interesting. There's a mission where cops betray each other. Jason has a friend called Donnie, described as a freak who works for Brian too. Lucia has a kid that appears at the beginning but doesn't seem to have a major role in the story. A lot of this lore that they're building here, and a lot of these things, once again, these are all leaks, so take this with a pinch of salt. But Vice City is the biggest city in the game. I could probably agree with that. Lucia's ankle monitor doesn't affect gameplay, and she gets rid of it early in the game. And the game features male and female strippers. So, look, guys, I mean, once again, GTA and Rockstar, they are going to break a lot of ground here with in a number of different ways and capacities with GTA 6. I think this thing could be really something fascinating. This unofficial leak has certainly given fans a tantalizing glimpse into what Rockstar Games might be preparing. While we await official confirmations and more details, one thing is clear. Grand Theft Auto 6 seems to set seems set to push the boundaries of open world gaming, promising an experience that could truly be beyond imagination when it arrives on May 26th, 2026. So, look, man, GTA 6, there is so much stuff here, guys, to kind of dissect and kind of go over without question. I think there's a lot of anticipation, hype, excitement, you know, as expected for this title. And as we're getting more information, now look, a lot of it is leaks, you know, and rumors and speculation and stuff. And this is going to continue to happen all the way up until GTA 6, you know, releases in May. Because I don't know if Rockstar is going to confirm a lot of these leaks, a lot of these, you know, the speculation and the rumors. Now, they may kind of put some of these rumors, speculation, leaks to bed when they show another trailer. We start getting some gameplay, you know, things of that nature. And I think, once again, that we can expect that more than likely, you know, probably not Gamescom, maybe, but probably not. I would say that we're probably going to start hearing more about GTA 6 as we get to, you know, later in the year. If they do another Xbox showcase or a state of play from PlayStation or the Game Awards in December, that's where I would say, okay, we're probably going to hear something. And I think that if GTA 6 or Rockstar decided to show off more GTA 6 content at one of these Game Awards or, you know, showcases, I would say it'd probably be State of Play. Just because they showed off, you know, trailer 2, you know, in-engine with, you know, just using a standard PlayStation 5. So more than likely they would maybe show off more at, you know, State of Play, because State of Play is bigger than the Xbox Game Showcase. But maybe the Game Awards. But we're going to be hearing more, guys, as we go. And I'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section down below, about when do you guys think that we're going to be hearing more information, and what do you guys think about these leaks that we've been hearing about? And, you know, the rumors, the speculation, all of those things. I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section down below, and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys, with that down, let's move on to this. I think that one of the other big stories that's coming out of GTA 6 is obviously the fact of the matter is, from everything that we're seeing and all the leaks and the rumors and speculation, what we're seeing is that there is a 99% chance that GTA 6 is the biggest GTA of all time, right? Without question. But it actually could be way bigger than we thought it was. And this is coming to us, guys, from Tech Radar and Isaiah Williams over there, GTA 6 will be way bigger than we thought, according to a new leak. And I hope these 3 gameplay rumors are true. So, look. There's a new leak that suggests Grand Theft Auto 6 will feature hundreds of malls and over 700 functional and enterable stores. We kind of already went over that, but bear with me here. It also indicates an upgrade from GTA 5's character switching system. This could reshape the open world genre in gaming with new levels of immersion never seen before. Rockstar Games' Grand Theft Auto 6 is now a year away from launch on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, and it's expected to reinvent the wheel within the franchise in the open world genre. Fortunately, a new leak has backed up the theory that it will do just that. According to GameRoll, who is a who is a content creator and credible leaker, GTA 6 will feature hundreds of malls and over 700 enterable stores, which are all fully functional. This further suggests that the long-awaited entry will be the biggest in scale in the franchise's history, expanding the number of accessible interiors and taking realism to a new level. It's also worth noting that the classic character switch from GTA 5 will reportedly make a return, but with a slight twist. GameRoll hints at an additional character switching mode with Jason and Lucia together. Now, my thoughts on this, I like this. I love that they're going to be bringing the classic character switch system over. I would really love for them to do a co-op campaign, though. I think that is... I think that just when you look at this, right, and we see all these like popular co-op games that have come out, It Takes Two, Split Fiction, you know, the folks over there that at Hazelight that have worked on those games. I think there's definitely something to be said about co-op experiences. Now, I'm not talking necessarily couch co-op, but couch co-op would be really cool too if you could just, you know, do that within GTA 6 as well. But even just co-op campaign where I can play with a friend of mine, you know, one of us plays as Jason, the other plays as Lucia. I think that could be really something awesome for GTA 6. We have not heard anything that they're planning on doing that, but I'm just saying, personally, I would love to see something of that nature. Essentially, this means players should be able to switch between the two characters even while they're with each other, supposedly during free roam and store robberies. This potentially opens the gateway for immersive and extensive interactions with other characters and NPCs, building upon Rockstar's most recent title, Red Dead Redemption 2. Once again, GameRoll also mentioned that the source suggested that elevators will be present in certain skyscrapers, which implies interiors may have more depth and interactability than ever before. Other elements that were previously spotted in Rockstar's massive data breach, like the ability to go prone and a dynamic cover system that was akin to the Last of Us Part 2 system, have reportedly been cut entirely. You know, what's interesting to me about that, guys, is I think if you had the ability to go prone, I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, why not? I mean, you know, you add more realism to the experience, especially if you're trying to hide from, you know, cops or something of that nature. You're trying to sneak up on someone. I don't know. I think that dynamic cover system that, you know, that was used in The Last of Us Part 2 was awesome. And I think doing something like that for GTA 6 would have been great. But at the same time, they have stated that apparently, once again, leaks, rumors, here we go, but it's reportedly been cut entirely. It's best to take this supposed leak with a grain of salt, as I already said, guys, as there is no hard evidence on this occasion, at least not at the same level as the famous Slack leak showcasing gameplay and a dev build. However, there's a very good chance that this leak is accurate, since GameRoll previously leaked info from an insider which revealed both Lucia and Jason's full character names long before the recent second trailer and website info dump. So look, I mean, here's the deal. GameRoll, definitely has some validity when it comes to leaks and reports and stuff revolving around Rockstar and GTA 6 specifically here. But at the end of the day, guys, you got to take all these things with a pinch of salt, because maybe all the things that he's saying are true and they're in the game right now. Rockstar may move or take away some of those things as well. So like they're talking about, going prone, for example, has been reportedly been cut from the game completely. So once again, we've got to kind of take it with a pinch of salt. And then on top of that, even if it's in the game and in the meta right now, that doesn't mean it's going to be there the entire time. The rumored new character switching mode is another point of credibility. The gameplay leak revealed Lucia and Jason during a restaurant robbery with options to check in with the other. It's not clear whether this was a scripted sequence in a mission or free roam, but it's made these claims much more believable. It's interesting. I mean, having options to check in with your, with the other character. Once again, this is why I feel like this should be a co-op campaign. Like, you should be able to switch between the characters if you're doing it solo campaign, but I think that this would be really cool if you were playing like cooperatively. And maybe they are, we just don't know it yet. I just think that whether it was couch co-op or doing like, playing co-op with, your friends, in different places or whatever, having an option to do this co-op where one of you play as Jason, one of you play as Lucia, it just makes a lot of sense to me. I would love to hear your thoughts about that, though, in the comment section down below. The next thing is the terms trendsetter in GTA 6 may not come as a surprise, as it will have been almost exactly a 13-year wait by the time it launches on May 26, 2026. If this leak is legitimate, which I honestly think it is, GTA 6 will have set an incredibly high standard for other open world games. 100%, man. I mean, they are absolutely setting a high standard. Now, you want to know what's interesting? We were talking, Jeff and I were talking on a podcast where we had stated that GTA 6 is essentially a slam dunk for a game of the year for 2026. But then we saw a tech demo come out, and that tech demo showed us The Witcher 4. Now, obviously, we don't know if that's going to be like, if it's the things that they showed during the tech demo or actually going to be in the Witcher 4 itself. But if it is, from the looks of what we saw at that tech demo, the amount of detail, GTA 6 would have some serious competition if The Witcher 4 releases in 2026. I don't think it's going to. I think that's going to come out more like 2027, maybe even 2028. We'll have to kind of, wait and see on that. But the level of detail that GTA 6 and what Rockstar is doing here is, it's unprecedented. And I think that the only thing that could maybe even be slightly compared to it, at least right now, would be The Witcher 4 from CD Projekt Red. Rockstar Games is known for its attention to detail and in every facet and aspect of open world games, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prime example of that, so much so that gamers are still finding secrets in the game today after its 2018 release. It's unbelievable to think about that. Still finding secrets, guys, within GTA 5 and even Red Dead Redemption 2 all these years later. It's crazy. But if we now carry that over into a modern day setting based on Miami in a Grand Theft Auto title, then I can only imagine just how much content and surprises we have in store. Developers have already made it clear that the second trailer's reveals were only just the tip of the iceberg, and I think the leak of over 700 stores is an example of that. So, it's interesting. I think that there is so much to be excited about as a GTA fan. I think we have so much to look forward to. Right now, all we can really do is run into the rumor mill and just, look at all the speculation, all the leaks that are coming out. Some of these things, could be very well true, guys. Some of them false. And then lastly, obviously, guys, it sounds like there's a possibility for a 2027 or 2028 PC launch for GTA 6, which is really unfortunate for all the PC gamers out there. you know, for what, and once again, we don't know if that's for sure going to happen, but it sounds like it's kind of moving in that direction where Rockstar is going to release the game on PC way later, which when you really think about it is kind of crazy, because PC is, when you look at like PC sold versus like the console, you know, all the different consoles that have been sold in terms of like overall sales, PC is the dominant, you know, piece of hardware by a wide margin. But, you know, for whatever reason, you know, Rockstar, they decided to go consoles first, release it on PC later. And I think when it releases on PC, it is going to be the best looking game we've ever seen. I think it'll be the best looking game we've ever seen on, you know, console. Like I said, you know, The Witcher 4 could have something to say about that. But I think from what we've seen so far of GTA 6, my God, man, it's unreal. It looks absolutely incredible. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about that, about the rumor mill as it's been going here, all the leaks, all the speculation, the rumblings. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below and let us know your thoughts. And with that down, guys, I can honestly say that I am incredibly excited about the future of Grand Theft Auto and the future of what we're doing here on ANML. A lot of people have asked us like, hey, so what do you like, what's happening with ANML? So is it fully a GTA team, or what's the, you know, what's the story here? And we felt as a team that it was really important to create GTA 6 content. And, you know, once again, are we just doing GTA 6? Right now, that's kind of been the primary focal point, but we're not, you know, we are not against really, you know, anything at this point in terms of talking about different games, you know, creating high quality content for you guys in relation to a number of different games out there. Obviously our roots are Call of Duty, and so we want to continue creating Call of Duty content, but I got to tell you guys that I had, man, what they showed us for Black Ops 7, I don't know, dude. We did a watch party where we were reacting to everything that was being announced at the Xbox Game Showcase, and when Call of Duty Black Ops 7 was revealed to us, I've got to tell you, being a massive Call of Duty fan, you know, I would say since COD 4, but especially MW2 for sure back in 2009. I got to tell you, man, I think after watching the trailer a multitude of times back, you know, I've watched it a number of times. When we were watching it on the watch party, we were like, wait a minute, is this Halo? Is it Mass Effect? Like, what is this? Is it Quantum Break? You know, what is this title? It's like, man, dude, this is really bizarre. I thought it was Halo at first. And I was like, man, this is really weird. But okay, whatever. And as we're going through the trailer, the transition from squishing the butterfly to seeing Mason and then, you know, obviously revealing Black Ops 7, I got to tell you guys, I thought it was the worst Call of Duty trailer, the worst Call of Duty teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it, that I have ever witnessed, that I've ever seen. I thought it was not good from the perspective of a Call of Duty trailer. I just didn't think it was, I was very underwhelmed. We're talking, you know, futuristic once again. It sounds like, guys, that this Black Ops 7 is a direct sequel to Black Ops 2, which is the greatest Call of Duty of all time in my personal opinion. But it was a very underwhelming, I thought that they were going to, I thought there was a possibility they were going to be announcing a brand new IP with that trailer. When I saw it, I'm just like, man, got Infinite Warfare vibes from it. Not as bad. The Infinite Warfare trailer was one of the most disliked, you know, videos of all time on YouTube. but I thought that this was worse than that. I really did. Infinite Warfare, the reason why there was so much backlash there, guys, was because they, once again, didn't do what the community wanted, which was we wanted to go back to boots on the ground. But once again, they doubled down on it, not just doing Advanced Warfare, but then doing Black Ops 3, and then Infinite Warfare was kind of the cataclysm, that the explosion of people very upset that we were getting another jetpack title. And, you know, a lot of people are critical of Infinite Warfare. You know, I didn't think it was the worst COD of all time, but I thought that it was time for us to move away from jetpacks and stuff. With Black Ops 7, there were things I was seeing within the trailer that looked like, you know, could they be bringing exosuits back or jetpacks back? I don't think they are, but there's a character that looks like they have some kind of cloak ability, so that'll be kind of interesting. I don't know if it's going to be like a Blackout 2, like, or if they're adding some other things to Warzone. You know, so that'll be interesting. Obviously, Zombies is there. But this just felt like a cash grab. It just feels like a cash grab to me, where, you know, because they're doing back-to-back Black Ops titles. And, you know, I feel like what they should have done was, I personally think that they should have done Black Ops 6 and then a Modern Warfare 4 this year, or a Call of Duty Ghost 2, or an Advanced Warfare 2, or something like that. Like, they shouldn't have done another Black Ops title back to back. I mean, I know Black Ops 6 sold really well, but I don't know. I just don't think that they could have made this almost like a DLC or something for, you know, Black Ops 6. I don't know. That's just kind of my 2 cents. XF says, what's happening? Are there really new leaks? Yeah. There are certainly new leaks, and we kind of went over all of those leaks, XF. Lots of new leaks, speculation, rumors, and things of that nature that have been coming out about GTA 6. But I was just kind of wrapping up, you know, Call of Duty, guys. I'm a massive COD fan. I mean, I'm wearing the Call of Duty, you know, I wear Call of Duty League merch and stuff all the time. I love COD. But man, dude, I just have issue with what was shown at the Xbox Game Showcase, period. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just going to go ahead here and just see. Just going to turn this on. Give me a sec. So, yeah, guys, I mean, like, I just think that between, you know, Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, I thought that it was the worst trailer I've ever, you know, closely witnessed, you know, in relation to a Call of Duty. And I know a lot of people have been asking about that because they're asking us if we're excited for, you know, Black Ops 7 and stuff. And look, it's just a teaser trailer. I am excited about it, but at the end of the day, I was very underwhelmed, and I was just kind of disappointed that it was, you know, going to be, you know, another year of Black Ops instead of having, you know, some change with like another Modern Warfare title or a Ghost 2 or an Advanced Warfare 2. I thought that this year was going to be a really good year for them to go back to jetpacks just as a one-off, bring jetpacks back, or maybe even some jetpack modes or something to quench people's thirst for who really love jetpacks. And then, you know, go back to the boots on the ground, you know, next year or whatever. But, you know, they're going in this direction. We'll have to wait and see as more information comes out. But we are planning, guys, on making Call of Duty content on the channel as well. But our focus right now is primarily GTA 6. We're very passionate about GTA. We're very excited about it. And with all of these leaks, all these rumors, all the speculation coming out, I think it's really important for us to, you know, dissect all of that stuff that's coming out in relation to GTA 6 and keep you guys up to speed on all this stuff that's coming out. And with Call of Duty, I'm not saying that we're, you know, going to stop creating Call of Duty content altogether. It's got to make sense. It has to make sense to us for us to really dive back in, because Animal started as a, Call of Duty sniping and trick shotting team. That's what it was. And so the reality, though, is that trick shotting and sniping, it's not the same as it used to be. And so, you have to adapt or pivot or whatever it might be. And so we're kind of assessing, all the moves that we're making. But right now, GTA makes a ton of sense to us, just because we think that this is going to be the biggest game of all time. And we're passionate about GTA. We love playing the game. I stream GTA 5. And we try to do it on a regular basis, amongst other games as well, but of course Call of Duty. But I think that we've just seen it, like, from the numbers of our videos that we've been putting out. There's a lot of people who really want to take in more and more GTA content, that are just clamoring for more announcements, leaks, rumors, speculation, all that stuff. And so we're going to continue to push that and to push that content, guys, moving forward. And I'm really excited about the future. I really am. I'm excited about the future of what we're trying to do here. And I hope you guys will be on this journey with us. And I appreciate each and every one of you who has been joining us, for whether it's, our live streams on Twitch, whether it's, the videos, the content that we create here on YouTube. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your day or night. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below about all the things that we've been talking about in relation to GTA, Call of Duty. Let us know, guys. And if you guys are brand new, make sure that you leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, just keep grinding. And as always, gosh, revert. And as always, I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, guys.